What's going on, everybody? Kenan here, hanging out with Lulu and Bill, and I got some cool news about these guys. They are actually very compatible. They've actually been locking up. They have been breeding for the last 2 weeks, and I've watched them actually copulate. So I'm hoping that she is going to develop eggs. We're going to turn that into a nest box for her. I just have to add some potting soil. So in the next couple weeks, we could be seeing some laying behavior, and I'm going to possibly have some fertile Croc monitor eggs sired by Bill, which is amazing. That'll be pretty cool. I know Tom Crutchfield will be really excited about that. And we'll probably split the babies here. There's my buddy Bill. Hey, Bill. That's a good boy, Bill. Yeah, Bill's a good lizard, man. He is so tame and so cute. And I just love that I get to babysit this guy. What a good little dude. They both had a lot of chicks at the moment, and we've got some left. I fed all the monitors, but I want to go in, and I actually want to feed Sunny and Cher and Lucifer. We haven't hung out with them in Cayman Creek for a little bit, so I thought it'd be a nice little kind of hangout session. Plus, we also got a little update on these two lovebirds, which is really, really cool. I'm excited. It would be amazing to actually have some baby Croc monitors here at the camp. Holy smokes, we would have to set up a really cool nursery, probably use one of our vision cages just to keep them indoors for a little while and get them started, and then we could move them out. But that would be amazing because there aren't too many that have been hatched out here in the United States. Always good to get some captive babies. Let's give the call here for Sunny. Come on, Sunny. Sunny, Cher, come on, girl. She's over there. He's over here. They're just going to get some of this stuff here. Come on, Bubba. We got two chicks, but come on. Oh, there he is. This is just a little treat. These guys had some rodents not long ago. There. Oh, that's not it. That is, though. Come on. Oh, there he goes. Very cool. Very cool Cayman these are. And everything's been going really well here with these two. I want to get these guys set up and ready and fattened up here as the weather is starting to warm up so that we can get them ready for this year's breeding season. It would be amazing if Cher bred again, because I'd love to see what she could do a second time around. Here she is. You don't want it? She's not in the mood today. Interesting. No? That's okay, you don't have to eat. She had a rodent last week, some big rats last week, but Sunny seems to be pretty excited about food. Look at that chomper. Holy smokes, man. He does not play, does he? That is amazing. Really love having these guys here at the camp. I'm gonna put you guys down right there. Yeah, so smooth-front Cayman from Brazil, northern South America. These guys are sort of similar to the dwarf Cayman in the way they interact with their environment. They can be terrestrial, they wander around, they like small forest pools. You'll never find them in swift, big flowing rivers, deep rivers. They do, however, wander around quite often on land, which is pretty unique. Oh, he got my oh my gosh, that's a good boy. He got my little tongs, and I actually have a cut finger here. I was working on my what is it called? Laundry dryer. That's right. And I sliced it on the metal of the dryer. Pretty bad cut. We just super glued it. That happened last night. Here he goes. Opens up, and he just gently takes it. So that's pretty amazing. You forgot the head, kid. Hey, there's a head. Ah, want the head? No? There's the head. See if he gets the head. One of the turtles will more than likely grab that head. We're whittling it down. Oh, no. Well, turtle almost lost a head, but there you go. Anyhow, these guys are interesting in the way that they behave. They'll eat just about everything. They'll eat chicks, fish, rodents, reptiles, small turtles, snakes, birds, basically anything they can catch. Crustaceans, they'll eat those as well. But they will forage or look for food on land, which is interesting. They wander around. In fact, at nighttime, I can come out here. Oops, sorry, I almost lost a hand. I can see these guys hanging out here during the night. They wander around all around Cayman Creek. And remember, we designed this place with these species in mind. They originally were Freds, and we want to make sure that we're doing the best thing for them. And I think we're doing pretty good. There you go. Look out for this Amazon river turtle, spotted Amazon river turtle, that is. A much smaller version of the expansa that we have in the rec pond. But these guys can be found together in nature, so I thought it would be pretty cool to do an enclosure that kind of had a representation of some of the reptiles that you would find in South America in one of these ecosystems. And Aquascape a few years ago really just did an amazing job getting this thing ready. You can see how curious these turtles are, the male and the female right there coming out. We have some Mexican musk turtles in here. We've had our Argentinian side necks in here. Now they're in the big pond. So it's a really cool little ecosystem, and I love how these guys have gotten used to me. The Podocs, Podocnemus unifilis, yellow spotted Amazon river turtle. These guys are an interesting species in that they used to be quite plentiful. Oh, look at it, there's some croc chow that I threw in there earlier. They used to be quite plentiful in the pet trade. They're very attractive, small little baby with tons of yellow spots on them. But of course, because of the overexploitation of them as a pet, they've now been listed as endangered. And so here in Florida, you can possess them, you can sell them in the state of Florida, but you cannot sell them over state lines. So you can only buy them if you have a CITES permit or if the seller has a CITES permit. So you've got both the seller and the buyer have to have captive bred wildlife permit in order to send them over state lines. So very important you know the laws when it comes to reptiles, because you don't want to get any kind of infraction that would prohibit you from owning these animals in the future. You don't want any of that drama, trust me. Luckily for me, I've never had any of that drama and don't plan on it. So you kind of have to go by the letter of the law, because I wouldn't want to lose my privilege to keep these animals, you know. So we've got a special permit here at the camp for Cayman, the American alligators. I'm allowed to keep dwarf crocs, but it's called a Class 2 permit. And I got that, and my mentor was, of course, Fred. He allowed me to come to his house. I had to log 1,000 hours to get that permit, and I got it. And now we have Fred's animals. So it's just an honor to be able to do that. So again, here we are. She didn't seem like she was interested. I'll try and offer her one again. I just got to keep my eye behind me. But I don't think she's in the mood to eat. Don't think it's going to happen. Nope, Cher is not in the mood. But you know what? Cher is looking pretty rotund. And last year she laid the eggs at the end of July, August, I believe it was. So who knows? The temperature's going to change here. That's going to trigger these animals. You know, when the weather warms up, it's going to trigger them to do their natural behavior, which could include breeding. But we still have her old nest, and that'll be exciting. It's always cool when you wind up getting animals that are so comfortable in a captive situation that they're breeding and doing everything they're supposed to do naturally. I like to just kind of have a look around. I threw some dead cichlids in. I did go down to Zoo Miami and grabbed a few more of the African cichlids, the Red Empress, and we've got tons of them in the rec pond. Perhaps I'll show you before the end of this video. But yeah, we got brand new cichlids and a lot of them, so the pond is quite alive. I'm actually just looking around because every now and again you find a really cool turtle just kind of wandering around here, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Let's go grab the bucket. He's kind of falling asleep. Let's go grab the bucket, go say hello to Lucifer. We haven't seen him in a little bit. I love sharing with you guys the activities, and of course Marge is doing great. Marge hasn't changed a bit. I know we were all worried about her, but she is just chugging away. I'm not gonna go through the drama of poking her and prodding her and cutting her open to save her when she's behaving totally normally, well, normal for Marge. And we just want to keep her that way. I just don't want to, sometimes you can overdo it when it comes to attention with these animals. And if she's fine, She hasn't slowed down in months. Look at this, look at this. He knows what the red bucket is. He knows the red bucket, but right up, look at, can you believe her? I might have to give her one first so she can leave and then give him one. You're not seriously coming after me while you already have a chick in the mouth. Oh, there he goes. I saw him building up. It was so cool. I really love this cat. Oh my God, what are you, crazy? She's trying to get the chick out of his mouth while she's got one in hers. That is a crazy turtle, man. Yeah, what do you think? Do you think I did the right thing not doing all this crazy surgery on Marge? I'd love to know in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. She's obviously doing fantastic, so I'm not really worried about her, and we're just gonna let her do what she does. Now, we've got all these South American cichlids in this enclosure, which has been just awesome. We divided this when we first got the guys from Aquascape to build this really cool habitat. Let me see. Oh gosh, there he goes. So cool. I want to get a female in the worst way for this Cayman. I think it would be so cool to have true baby dwarf Caymans breeding and hatching. That would be amazing. Good job, little buddy. Just a nice treat for them. They had a big feed last week. I'm keeping these guys nice and healthy. There we go. He's locked in the sun. Sorry. There we go. We got one more chick for you. You better take it before Our Lady does. Come on. Hurry up. She's coming. Oh gosh. Let's lure her. And then get him. There you go. Oh no. Oh no. Come on. I have to watch out. I can get bit. Oh my gosh. I don't know. She may get it by default. No, he's over it, I guess. Don't want that chick? You don't want that chick? You're done? All right. There you go. All right, Marge. Look at that snap. Look at that snap. Oh, holy smokes. She takes it right down. Incredible. Now, before I came in here, I fed all the other turtles. Of course, there's another Uniphilus, yellow spotted Amazon river turtle. We've got our man-eye turtles in here, the ornate wood turtles doing well. We've got a twist neck turtle. And of course, we've got Mexican musk turtles here as well. Just really, really cool. I'll tell you what though, let's head on over. Oh, now you want more food. It's too late. It's too late. You snooze, you lose, dude. You snooze, you lose. Sorry. What are you gonna do? I want to show you guys all the new fish. I think you guys will dig it. We put some in Frida's pond, and we also put them in the rec pond. So let me see if we can get into the rec pond. We're not gonna go in. I'm not in the mood to swim. I cut my hand, so can't really get wet. But what I can do is maybe throw a little food into the pond so you can see how alive the rec pond is these days. I'm really excited to have fish back. And hopefully we'll be getting more. I do want to get koi as well. But here's the pond, looking good. Let me see here. We got a lot of fish. I might be able to, look at that. Look at them all down there. Can you guys see them? There's a lot now. And we do have quite a bit of males. Right now, oh, there's the food right here. They're basically starting to get their territories figured out. So it's only been 2 days since they've been here. Let's see. Watch this. This is so cool, guys. Once they start to smell food, they get excited, and it's amazing. Yes. It's so awesome to have fish again here in the pond. I've missed them, and we're gonna pay attention and make sure that there's no herons doing what they shouldn't be doing. Well, they're doing what they should be doing, but I don't want to be feeding them my cichlids. That is awesome. But yeah, so the whole pond is just alive with fish, and we've got the shy river turtles in there as well. But you know, they'll come out of that shell soon. The water in weather is warming up. Here comes Diego, whom I put in here because he was getting beat up by Frida. So I don't want him to get all beat up. And you'll notice he's got a little bit of this white flaky. It's not a fungus. He gets this when it's chilly and it goes away. He's actually shedding it off at the moment. You can see it right there on his back foot shedding off. So I don't freak out too much about it. If it were earlier in the season and he got it, I would take acroflavin and put him in a pond with acroflavin. You notice how he just doesn't like these turtle sticks. So we're switching back to the different pellet. These guys must have gotten used to a certain food from Fluker that I like, the pelleted buffet blend. But hey, the fish love these really cool sticks. So awesome stuff. We've got fish, we've got turtles. Everybody is looking good right now, so I'm pretty excited. Also did another thing that at the behest of Greg from Aquascape. We took a power washer and I agitated the bottom of the pond because we had an algae bloom when we cleaned the pond, and so we've got some algae down there. And what we're going to do is we're going to get a aerator that's going to help lift that up and send it over the waterfalls into the filtration. So that's what's going on there. Now let me see if we can kind of wander a little bit over here by this papyrus and have a peek and see if we can see the Amazon expansa, the real big gal. Oh, she's not here. Up the male. I think I can't tell if it's the male or female. I'm gonna get wet and I don't want to. Oh my gosh, hold on guys. Let's get over here. Yeah, there she is. That's her. Can you guys make her out? I'll get you guys under there so we can really see. But there's her shell. Whew. All right, so she's doing good. And our boa, of course, is hiding. Oh man, I gotta get some branches in there for her. One last thing that I'm doing, I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but I am currently waiting for the tractor to come back because I have some serious work that I've been up to, and it's across the pond. So I'm starting to make a wall using some of this reclaimed concrete that was holding that west bank of the pond together. And basically I'm using it all. We're gonna make a wall. We're gonna make this look a lot prettier. I'm gonna get some big logs with my tractor, put some logs in the shoreline there so the turtles can bask. And look at how low the pond is, by the way. Is that crazy? And I'm actually pumping water out of this pond and into the alligator enclosure. I'm trying to lower the level of that pond and fill this one up. So it takes a while to fill it up, but they could use a little extra water. And of course, I will be happy to keep this a little bit lower while I'm working on that back shoreline. And it's gonna be cool. I'm really, really excited. Hey, you know what? I just noticed something. Let's go check out our fair eye, the mountain tortoise. Let's see, I noticed one just over here. By the way, if I drain this, maybe we'll get Godzilla to appear, our big snapping turtle. So remember, I caught the female a couple weeks ago, but it's the male that is impressive. Okay, look at this. How cool is it to see the mountain tortoise? Hi, Mrs. Mountain Tortoise. How you doing, girl? She is a heavy lady, let me tell you. She's just kind of wandering around, looking for things to eat and nibble on, and she can kind of make her way. I've watched her wander this entire enclosure, and she is loving it. Look at how big it is. She's got such a cool spot to roam around, and she loves it under these trees. So she's doing a really good job. Hi, dear. Oh my God, you're beautiful. You are beautiful. Look at these incredible scutes and scales here. Just these really ossified augurs that they have. They really do look like an Asian piece of art, if you ask me. They also call them the six-legged tortoise because, look at that, they got these long spikes and those spurs on each thigh. Well, since we're over here, let me show you a little bit more. I'm having fun wandering around today. We also have a male ferret, but I think he's up hiding under the bank with some of the other grandis. Okay, so here's the scoop. When you guys see this pond, you normally see it with this, you know, I don't like the exposed chunks of concrete. When I did this, I had to do it quick because I didn't own a machine and I needed to place these things quickly. It just looks horrible to me. So I'm tearing it up and I'm actually going through, look at that, I ripped out some trunks with the machine. We're having our thumb put on the Kubota. The thumb will allow me to pick up and really manipulate these rocks a lot better. It'll be super cool for me to do. So I'm going to organize them like these, and we're going to create a much more attractive bank for this pond. I want this whole place to look as amazing as the aquascape ponds. So we'll be putting big logs in, we'll be arranging these rocks more attractively. I'm gonna use these in the wall situation to get a nice foundation for us, okay? I'll go over there in a moment, but you'll see it's gonna continue all the way around. And basically why I have these rocks here is because years ago, the erosion was so bad that it came to the footing of my windmill, and I didn't want the windmill to topple into the pond. So basically, guys, we're just we're rearranging things. I never stop working. We have these large pieces of concrete, okay? This is just broken up sidewalk, and you know the enclosure for the Aldabras and Frida's pond. I'm going to do a similar thing closer to the pond to keep the pond turtles in here. We also have a couple of ducks hanging out, which is nice. I like ducks. So we're gonna go all the way around with some of this bigger material, and it's gonna be a wall. But let me show you this. Okay, we have all this stuff that I have to move by hand and stack and then backfill all this with the machine. But I don't mind having a beach here, but yeah, we're gonna retain all this. So I did this in just a few hours, so trust me, it's gonna look cool when it's done. So yeah, that's what I've been up to, which is a lot. I think I'm doing a lot. So I'll tackle this job. I've got more big boulders coming. Then I'll tackle another job. We're really going to transform this place. 2025, the transformation is underway. We're going to make this the craziest reptile paradise in North America, done by me. Anyway, in other words, the only crazy reptile place built by me. There's fish jumping. Wow, there's fish, there's everything. It's crazy. I'm sure there'll be crazier reptile places, but none of them will have been made by me. That's what I meant. Anyway, all right, friends, there you go. They're gonna go land right over there. Watch out for Godzilla. Godzilla will eat you. All right, everybody, that's it. I'll see you again real soon. If you like what you see, thumbs up. If you want to help support the camp, head on over to patreon.com/Kamp Kenan, and you'll see more content. And thank you so much for everyone who watches. Talk to you again real soon. Bye.